Creo Plus has introduced a new service account in the Creo Plus Admin Portal called the Service Principal. The Service Principal is a secure user account that could run Creo Plus on remote computers or networks. This was originally introduced to support the new Creo View Adapter for Creo Plus. With prior builds of Creo Plus, to generate Creo View data, administrators would leverage the standard Creo View Adapter for Creo, along with the same version of on-prem Creo that Creo Plus was based on. However, with the deployment of Creo Plus build 12000, PTC needed to deliver a new Creo View Adapter for Creo Plus. This would allow the adapter to use the PTC Control Center and Creo Plus for the publishing of Creo data to Creo View. Since Creo Plus is based on a registered user model, PTC needed to deliver a new service account that would enable secure access to perform the given task and removing the need for admins to use their own personal credentials for the PTC Control Center. Let's walk through the process of creating and activating the Service Principal. On the screen is the Creo Plus Admin Portal, which I've successfully logged into as the company's administrator. In the left navigation column, you'll see a new listing for Service Principal. The Service Principal page is where the admin would see one or many of the service principals that have been defined. In our case, we haven't yet created one, so I'll go through the process through the PTC Admin Center to create a new Service Principal. Accessing the Service Principal page, I can select the Create Service Principal button. Entering the unique name and description, I can choose the role and products to then successfully create the account. Once created, I can return to the Creo Plus Admin Portal and now see the new Service Principal account listed in the Service Principals page. Like with any user in the organization, I could assign the Service Principal a given license entitlement for Creo Plus. The available entitlements will now include a new license to run called the Creo Plus Publisher, which is offered to Creo Plus customers for publishing Creo Plus data to Creo View. Let's select the Creo Plus Publisher entitlement and assign it to the Service Principal. I can also create a new profile to be used by the Service Principal, which will include its unique configuration and optional floating options. Selecting the profile from the left navigation column, I can create a new profile called CV Publishing. Instead of choosing end users to add to the profile, I can now select Service Principals and add the newly created Service Principal account. If I need to add specific floating options, I can always add them as part of the creation of the profile. With the Service Principal account created, entitlements and profile assigned, we can now perform the setup on the machine, which will be used for the Creo Plus adapter for Creo Plus. On a clean machine, Creo Plus will need to be installed through the PTC Control Center using my own credentials. This will only be used for the initial setup and deployment. Once Creo Plus is installed, I can open up the PTC Control Center and select the identity icon in the top right. In the dialog, you can now see a new option called Setup Service Principal. Selecting the button, I can now choose the desired service principal for this machine. The PTC Control Center will now exit and restart using that service principal credentials. With the setup complete, I can now proceed to install the Creo View Adapter for Creo Plus and configure it using the thick client of Creo Plus with the service principal account, the assigned entitlements, and defined profile. With this enhancement, admins can now set up a secure server account that can run Creo Plus on a remote computer or network to support the publishing of Creo Plus data through the new Creo View Adapter for Creo Plus. The Service Principal will reduce the need to designate a registered user account for server-side activities, such as the Windchill Workers. And by leveraging Creo Plus, the worker will always be up to date and always on the latest build.